Residents of Ditsobotla are calling for the formation of a council so that their challenges can be addressed. Residents say service delivery has completely collapsed in the area.
We still don't know what happened. We don't have councillor, we don't know our councillor.
He says the councillors are not sworn in as yet, therefore they do not know what's going on. He says there are no services at all. There's also a question of whether the 14-day period for political parties to form a council has lapsed or not.
It was the last day to constitute council, and once the administrator adjourned council, it meant that the 14 days have lapsed, and the act is very vague as we speak. It doesn't tell us exactly whether public holidays are included in the 14 days or not. As the DA, we're still waiting for a legal opinion. We have consulted.
The 14 days that was supposed to be convened for the council has lapsed, and therefore the Department of Cooperative Governments must ensure that they go to court and apply for deviation in court so as to ensure that the court advise accordingly on the matter as to say whether they offer them the deviation or we go back to by-elections.
We support the adjournment of the previous sitting. The call for another rerun is still premature. People who want to go to court, that thing is still premature. The negotiations have taken place and they are still taking place. We are still talking to various political parties to form government, which will take people of Ditsobotla to another level.
The provincial government says the council will sit next week.
The council will be sitting on the 9th, which is on Monday. Now, councillors are going to be sworn in on Monday. The speaker is going to be elected, EXCO is going to be elected, the mayor is going to be elected, and once that exercise is done, the council must now do its work. Its work will be to deliver quality service delivery to our people. As the province will be there, we'll be playing our monitoring role and ensuring that they do what is expected of them.
A legal expert says if opposed, the court will most likely provide an extension.
The Municipal Act is very silent on the issue of what will happen if the 14 days is not complied. The courts normally are very wary of awarding parties prayer to postpone or to sit again for by-elections, because normally what courts will do, they'll say IEC must make submissions to the court, with regards to how they decide the case. So it's not always prudent for the courts to grant the parties for the by-elections to be held again, because as you understand the logistics, also budget constraints of the IEC. So the courts will just say they'll give parties maybe an extension of 10 days or whatever extension that the parties will pray for.
Section 29, subsection 2 of the Municipal Structures Act indicates that a council should be constituted within 14 days after the elections. There are now concerns that next week's planned sitting might be deemed illegal should a court application not be made. Tebogo Phakedi, SABC News, Lichtenburg.